Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Judge Christy Healis. You're here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause just means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the State Attorney's Office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. All likelihood you were arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you will get a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of release that will be imposed upon you. You have the right to have a lawyer represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire one, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you this morning. Joe, we have a guy sleeping in the back left. If you could wake him up for me. You're entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your counsel know who you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to get that phone call, please let me know. You'll get that phone call today. And finally, you have the right to remain silent. These hearings are recorded. There's an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. All right, put your hands down as I call your name. Please come forward. We have Tiffany Weaver. Good morning. Good morning. Ms. Weaver, can I just confirm your date of birth?
09/13/1994.
All right, you are here today. It looks like cases out of Hillsborough County, all three of them, for a trafficking, unlawful use of a two-way communication device, sale of controlled substance possession, or sale of controlled substance, another trafficking, and a conspiracy to traffic. So, do you have local charges? Is that right?
No, ma'am. If the corporation just has the charges in Hillsborough,
okay.
I've agreed to appear on her behalf at local counsel in Hillsborough County
okay.
For administrative purposes. But as far as this morning's proceedings, would ask the court the current bond, 3 different case numbers, and 19 CF 16087, total of $15,000 for the warrant. In case number 19 CF 16088, total of $6,000. And in 19 CF 16121, a total of $30,000, for a total of $51,000 at present. When, prior to the time that the warrants were even issued, Ms. Weaver contacted me. She lives here, but the charges are in Hillsborough.
Okay.
She did make contact with me, as did her mother, who works for an attorney law firm. And we made contact with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department. She stayed in constant touch, and as soon as the warrants were issued, pursuant to our agreement with warrant advisal to Hillsborough County, she did a voluntary surrender. I suggest to the court respectfully that given the fact that she is local, she has no prior history prior to this with the criminal justice system, as far as we are aware. She does have some cognitive issues which need to be addressed. She has strong family support and strong ties to the community, did a voluntary surrender, and did absolutely the right thing by retaining counsel even prior to the issuance of the warrant. Would respectfully submit that $51,000 is excessive to meet the requirements of ensuring that she will appear for proceedings in Hillsborough County and to ensure the protection of the community. Most respectfully would ask the court to reduce the bonds and allow her to bond at the amount requested by her mother of $15,000.
Okay. State when we heard?
Your Honor, she does not have any history.
Okay.
We wouldn't have any objection to that.
Okay. That makes it easy then. Typically, I won't change warrant out of county, and if I get a mean phone call from a Hillsborough County judge, I'll just give them your phone number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what I'll do is, I guess the best way to do that is reduce both of reduce the trafficking and drugs to $5,000 each.
Yes,
so on the 16087 case, I'll go ahead and reduce that to a $5,000 bond. And then on the other trafficking and conspiracy to traffic, we'll do those $5,000 each. That brings us to 15. And then on the 3 charges in 16088. You can do like $250 each on those, or just $200 each,
Yes, ma'am.
and that will bring us right about where we need to be, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, and then is she still going to go to Hillsborough County now and then bond up from there? Okay. All right, Ms. Weaver, we've reduced your bonds. Your attorney's made note of everything. It looks like you're still going to be going to Hillsborough County. You need to take care of your case there. When you get a court date there, make sure your attorneys know when your court date is, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. If the court please, I conclude my business. May I wish the court very happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Samantha Miller? Can I have your date of birth?
10/12/2000.
Okay. You are here today for a domestic battery. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender's office. State any history.
No, Your Honor, she is.
Okay. All right. Ms. Miller, I need to order that you have no contact with Shannon Tenney. Don't have any contact with her until this case is over, okay? Do not call, do not write, do not email. Do not go within 500 feet of where she's living, working, her school, her vehicle, or anywhere else where she may be, okay? You have to stay at least 500 feet away. If there any contact with Shannon before this case is over or before that is modified by another judge, then you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I have an address to you on Satin Leaf Run in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Can you repeat that?
You live on Satin Leaf Run?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
About almost a year and a half.
Okay. Is that where Shannon lives as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you know you can't go back to that residence, okay? As long as she's there, you can't be there. So you can find someplace else to go?
Yes, I have a place.
Okay, very good. Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I work at racetrack.
Okay. All right, I'm going to set your bond at $100. We're going to see you back to court on December 23rd at 1:15 in the afternoon, okay? Reach out to your public defender before then. Make sure you talk to your lawyer before your court date.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Matthew Day. Can I have your date of birth?
9/20/82.
You are here today for a violation of probation, driving on your license while your license is suspended or revoked. Excuse me. There's probable cause for both of those. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender's office in both cases.
Is that a misdemeanor, ma'am?
The driving on suspended, right
Yes.
now it's being charged as a misdemeanor. That could change. I don't know.
I have a question. It was on private property, so how is that a charge?
Okay, that's something that you have just appointed you the public defender. I can't give you legal advice or counsel. For today's
No, but
purposes,
they shouldn't have arrested me. It's a false arrestment.
okay, there's no bond on the violation of probation. We're going to hold you no bond until December 20th at 8:30. On the misdemeanor, we'll see you back on that same day at 9 a.m. Thank you, sir. Michael Gaynor. Mr. Day, can you come back to the podium, please? Mr. Day, as you were walking away, I heard you say this is effing stupid in front of everyone there at the jail. We're about to have contempt proceedings. Are you ready for those contempt proceedings? Would you like the public defender to appoint you be appointed to you during these contempt proceedings?
How is that contempt, man? I'm not understanding none of this. I'm like completely.
Would you like the public defender's office to represent you right now as we have a contempt proceeding so I can determine whether you are contempt of court, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Public defender's office is appointed for the contempt proceeding. Mr. Shaw is here. He's representing you for this proceeding, sir. I will note, I don't know if the record picked it up, that as you were walking away, you used curse words in front of everyone there at the jail, including the F word, and saying that this is effing stupid. Do you have anything to say about your actions, sir?
My right to freedom of speech, ma'am.
Okay. Is there any reason why I shouldn't find you in contempt of court?
No, ma'am, because it wasn't directed towards anybody.
Okay. Are there any mitigating factors that would cause me not to find you in contempt of court?
Yes, ma'am. For one, that I have been falsely arrested. I do not know my charges. I do not completely understand the charges against me.
Okay. Mr. Shaw?
Judge, in mitigation, obviously he appears to be upset over the driving license suspended, whether his position is correct or not. Nevertheless, he was still upset about that, which I'm assuming is what caused the violation of probation, the new arrest. I would simply say that I would think that was just out of frustration. It wasn't meant to be contemptuous or disrespectful of the court. It was just evidently that may be the way he talks.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say, Mr. Day?
No, ma'am.
Okay, very good. I find you in contempt of court, and I have taken the mitigation factors into consideration. But as part of the factors I take into consideration is that you have doubled down on your comments. You have not apologized for them. You have not given me any reason not to find you in contempt of court. So therefore, I find you in contempt of court. I'm going to sentence you to 30 days in the Hernando County Jail. With regards to these charges, you have a driving on suspended driver's license. The bottom amount is going to stay at $1,000. We'll see you back to court December 20th. And with regard to your violation of probation, we have that same court date as well. Appointed the public defender in both cases. Michael Gaynor. Can I have your date of birth?
January 7th, 1966.
You were here today. It looks like you failed to come to court in front of me on November 5th for a DUI, enhanced DUI. The bond amount is $3,000. It looks like you have a pending case right now, a felony case that you were on PTI for. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you have, it looks like what's going on with that? Do you have another court date for that?
No. Not that I know of, no.
Okay.
Seems like it was on.
I believe it's been reopened because you went into PTI on September 6th and then picked up this current DUI on September 9th. So
It's not like I got my papers to figure out which
Does he have a court date or anything?
I
like that
honestly,
coming
I
up on
forgot
that?
to check his court date, but I know it's been reopened.
Okay.
Not that I know of right now.
I'm sorry?
No, ma'am. Not that I know of right now.
Okay, well, I just asked the state attorney's office. They don't have a court date for you either. But it looks like you are being rejected from that PTI program at this time based on the fact that you have, there's probable cause to believe that you have committed other crimes while you were on that PTI program, and there might be some other reasons why they are rejecting you, but you should have another court date for that coming up soon. With regard to this DUI case, do you want to take care of this case today? Is this his standard first time enhanced?
I believe so, Your Honor. He doesn't
I'm
have
ready
any
to
minors
hear
here, so yeah, I believe
Hey,
it's
fine.
the first name.
It would include probation, sir. Do you want to handle that today?
I was advised to ask for continuance.
Okay, that's fine. All right, does the state want to be heard on?
No, Your Honor. Not really. I don't really know much about this case, so I don't know.
Well, I know, but I mean, he's got a pending charge, and I wasn't sure if you wanted to be heard on bond on that. Anything.
We would request that. Yeah, we would request that he be RCO'd on this. If he's got this reopened here, if he's FCA'd, I don't know if we can certainly just come back again. Just request an RCO.
You're not going to lay it on the ground. You might have a bad day. It's fine. I'll have a bad day later on. You're still going to sit here.
Mr. Day, y'all at the jail, who is interrupting the proceedings here? Is it Mr. Day?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Gaynor, there's probable cause that you committed another crime while you're out on bond, sir. The state has asked me to revoke your bond on the 2019 CF 780. I don't know if you heard any of that because Mr. Day is being very disruptive, and I'll handle him in a minute. However, I'm going to revoke your bond or your freedom on that case in the 2019 CF 1780. or I'm sorry, $780, I believe it is. Your bond on this case is going to remain at $3,000, and we'll see you back to court. I'm going to move your court date up to December 10th, okay? We'll see you back to court December 10th in front of me at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Did you appoint us?
I did. If I didn't say it out loud, then I'm saying it out loud. Mr. Day, can you please come to the podium again?
Sir, the judge wants to see you.
Mr. Day, you are now interrupting my proceedings again.
I have to leave, ma'am. I need to go to a different room, ma'am, or something.
I think that's a great idea. Do we have anyone who can get him out right now so that I can conduct my proceedings without more interruption? Thank you. Nelson Jimenez?
Good evening.
Good morning, Mr. Jimenez. It looks like you have something going on out of Pasco County, and it looks like they want to get you over there to resolve these cases. Let me see if I can get more information here. It looks like it was a resisting officer, what they're alleging is a resisting officer without violence and a driving on a suspended driver's license. They have a bond amount on each of those of $1,013, so we're going to keep that bond the same right now. When you get over, I'm not going to lower the Pasco County warrant, sir. I'm not. When you get over there, you can ask the judge over there to lower it. You can ask them for a lawyer, and you can ask them for your court date, okay? Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Angelo Osterio? Can I have your date of birth?
4/14/76.
You're here today for a violation of probation and dealing in stolen property and petty theft. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I found probable cause for each of those. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office in each of those cases. For the violation of probation, you have a court date coming up of December 20th at 8:30 in the morning, and that's in front of Judge Toner. He wants you held no bond on that until you appear back in front of him on that day. With regard to the dealing in stolen property, we'll go ahead and keep the bond amounts at $5,000. Appoint the Public Defender's Office. You have your court date of December 20th. With regard to the petty theft, it looks like that's being charged as a felony as well. You keep your bond at $2,000 and see you back to court on that same day, December 20th, and someone appoint the Public Defender's Office, and someone from the PD's office will be out to see you soon. Okay, sir?
Thank you.
Thank you. Michael Rowe. Mr. Rowe, can I have your date of birth, please?
6267.
You are here today for a violation of probation out of Volusia County. It looks like they've given you a bond amount of $500, cash only. Are you going to be able to make that bond amount? Okay. All right, well, we're going to keep the bond amount of $500 cash only. If you can't come up with that, they're going to bring you over to Volusia County, and when you get over there, you can ask them to reduce that or find another way to resolve your case when you get there, and you can ask for an attorney to represent you in that. Okay, sir?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Richard Watkins. Mr. Watkins, can I have your date of birth?
10/22/1968.
Thank you, sir. You are here today for uttering a forged instrument, resisting officer without violence, and then it looks like you failed to appear in front of Judge Merritt on 4 counts back on November 15th. So he has issued a warrant for your arrest for that. As part of the warrant, what he has indicated is that you have 4 prior felonies, 11 prior misdemeanors, that you were just released from the Department of Corrections on June 8, 2019, and that no conditions of bond will assure your appearance in court and the safety of the community. As such, I'm going to keep all of those failure to appears at no bond as requested by Judge Merritt. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
I already had Miss Bell.
I'll make sure that the Public Defender's Office is still representing you. We also have here a resisting officer without violence. That's being charged as a misdemeanor, so that's a different court date. I'm going to keep your bond at $1,000 and see you back to court December 20th at 9 a.m. and appoint the Public
I didn't
Defender.
understand any of that, Judge. You're breaking up.
Okay. what's going on. You're going to keep the bond $1,000 on the resisting and see you back to court December 20th. And then you have an uttering a forged instrument. That's a felony. Your bond amount is $2,000. We're going to keep that at $2,000, appoint the public defender's office, and see you back on December, I think that was the 23rd, right? December 23rd at 1:15 in the afternoon, okay? Thank you, sir. Christopher Mueller. Can I have your date of birth?
10/16/1974.
You are here today for driving under the influence. I found probable cause for your arrest. Did you want the public defender's office to represent you, sir?
Yes, please.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. I have his driving record. Is there anything else?
Yeah.
And there's nothing on his driving record either.
Okay.
Okay, sir, I have addressed you on Bensbrook Drive in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
That is correct.
How long have you lived there?
Since June of last year, so a year and a half.
Do you have a job?
I do.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a project manager.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and release you on your own recognizance today since you have no prior record and you've already been in custody for the requisite amount of hours for DUI. So we're going to ROR you. You are going to agree to appear on December 20th at 9 a.m., okay?
Yes, I have one question.
Sure.
Maybe a procedural question. So, I do need the ability to drive for work because I'm the only income for my family in my house. Can you just point me in the right direction for a hardship permit or something of that nature? Who would I speak to about that?
Okay, you would speak to not me, but I did appoint the public defender's office for you. Your attorney can give you legal advice with regard to that. I can't control your driver's license suspension. It's between you and the DMV, but you can ask your attorney in which direction to go with it, okay?
Understood. Thank you.
Corey Owens.
Good morning and happy holidays.
Good morning, sir. All right. 1, 2, 3. How many kids do you have?
7.
7. All right. Sweet baby Jesus. Did you not know what was causing it? All right, so you are here.
What did you say? I'm here.
I'm just teasing. You are here for 4 writs of bodily attachment for 4 different child support case numbers. Okay, so okay, so you know about this, right? So on one of them, they have the cash purge at $527, and that's the one with the mom's last name is Cobb. On the next one, last name is Arrington. That one, there's a cash bond of $577. Next one, last name of Henry. That one, there's a cash bond of $577. And then last name Williams. That one is a purge of, what is that one? $527, I think that says. All right. So what are you doing? What's going on? Are you working?
Not right now. I've been sick the last 3 to 4 months. I was working for the county. Then they had me cutting retention ponds. And I had a bad allergic reaction. And I was in the hospital for like 2 months. My eyes and my neck I'm just like healing up. Then I got my stones removed. So it's been a rough last 3 to 4 months.
Okay. When was the last time you worked? You said it's been 6 months?
No, like 3 to 4 months.
4 months? Okay.
Yes.
Were you paying your child support before then?
They was taking it out of my check at the county.
Okay. And when are you going to be able to go back to work again?
I'm working soon.
All right. Well, soon could be like next week, or soon could be like 2022. What's your definition?
No. I'm working like next week.
Okay.
Soon.
So if you haven't been working for the past 4 months, the reason you're in jail is because you have not had any contact with child support enforcement. And it looks like they've been trying to send you things. Have you moved?
Yes, I have moved. That's one of the problems. I haven't been getting my mail. I moved.
Okay. Where have you moved to? What is your address?
102 35 Snyder Avenue, Pasco County.
Okay. Where in Pasco County?
52.
I know. Is it Newport Richey? Port Richey?
It's Port Richey.
Okay. And it's 10205. What was the name of the
Snyder Avenue. Snyder Avenue.
Snyder
Yes, ma'am.
Avenue in Port Richey. And what's the zip code there?
34644.
All right. And they have a phone number listed on your probable cause affidavit with the last four digits of 4967. Is that the correct phone number?
No, ma'am.
You've changed your phone number as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You want it?
Well, hold on. You're going to give it to the jail, and that's the only way you're getting out of jail, is if you provide them this information. Because
Okay.
child support enforcement wants it because they've been trying to get in touch with you with all these cases to try to figure out what's going on. So the only reason that you're actually in jail right now for these is because you moved, you changed your phone number, and you've had no contact with child support enforcement. So that's on you, right?
Yes, I'll take that one.
All right, you take that one. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that you are not able to pay the purge amounts at this time, that you don't have the ability to pay the purge, but in order for you to be released ROR, you're going to provide the jail there with the correct address and the correct phone number, and they're going to put that on the bottom of your page 3 so that child support enforcement has a way to get in touch with you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Very
ma'am.
good. Thank you.
All right.
James Hendry? Can I have your date of birth?
August 13th, 1972.
All right, you were here today for a bodily attachment. It looks like it's out of Sumter County. Yes, for failure to pay child support. And it looks like the purge amount is $1,177. Yeah. So you're going to be able to come up with that?
No, ma'am.
All right. So what's going to happen is they're going to take you over to Sumter County, and they'll probably get you over there in the next couple days. You're going to get to a Sumter County judge, and you're going to tell them why you can't pay your child support and what's going on with you. Or you can try to come up with some money. Is there any amount of money that you can come up with?
I'm homeless, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, hopefully we can get you over there tomorrow. You can talk to a judge tomorrow in Sumter County about reducing that purge amount. And then same deal with you. It's probably something with child support enforcement where you have not had no contact with them whatsoever, so they don't know.
I didn't even know I owed it.
Okay. Well, that's the problem. So you need to have contact with them. If you have contact with them, then these things don't happen. They don't put the writ of bodily attachment. They know that you're not working. They know that you're homeless, and then you don't get arrested. So you need to have contact and figure out what's going on with them, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, sir.